Nervous. Surprising. Are we live now?
It says live, but
Oh,
hold on.
no commercials.
Now it says. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. If you can hear us. I think we're live.
Oh, so there's a delay.
I see us on the live now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jill, Mary. Thanks for joining us. Should we wait a few minutes?
Sure.
Oh, we have more.
Yay, Barb says we can hear. Yay. We were checking that out.
Well, hello.
Hey, Diane. Peg is from the UK.
Whoa.
So that's cool.
That's
We're
cool.
international. We're international.
What time is it there right now? Are they 6 hours, 7 hours ahead?
I'm not sure.
Let's see.
6 or 7, depending on. Well, even us, we're in different time zones too.
Oh, yeah, we are. We are. It's funny. Well, hello from Minnesota.
Oh, just after 3 p.m. All right. It's just 9 a.m. here for me.
It's 10 a.m. here for me. Well, hello. I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to have you here. I hope you're sewing along. We're going to be doing, what's it? It's the Double Zip Wristlet from Sewgnar.
Yep.
I made a couple, and Kath has made a couple. So we've got this little guy. It's made out of cork. It's really cute. You've got like your slip pocket, and then there's 2 interior pockets here. This zipper is like really tough for some reason. I don't know why, but opening it and closing it is pretty hard. You ever had that before? Just weird.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't want to, and then the other ones sometimes will just like go so smoothly and easily.
Yeah, this one doesn't even want to close. I don't know what's wrong with that one. And then I have this one that I made a little bit bigger. This is from Jelly Vinyl. So Jelly Vinyl is one of my all-time favorite things to use. I have so much of it. But this is from Mormino. It's a lot bigger. It fits my big phone. So I'm happy about that. And
that one's really cute. I have a ton of Jelly Vinyl.
I love it. Do you like working with it too?
I do. It's really easy. I think it's really easy to sew with, and it doesn't stick.
Yeah. Does your baby like that machine? I mean, like the vinyl?
Yeah, it doesn't have a problem with it.
Oh, that's good.
Once I got the settings right, the tension right.
That's always the hardest part. Just get the tension right for you.
Oh, Eve says good morning from Long Island, and Bernie is hi from Northern Ireland.
Oh, hello. That is cool.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on where you are.
Today I'm going to be using this Prism Shift vinyl. It's called Purple Poison. It is from Fabric Therapy. So you'll need 2 cuts of these if you're going to sew along with us. And then I also have these zippers. This is also from Fabric Therapy. I've been dying to use this. So.
Is there a print? It's hard to see on. Is there a print on the zippers?
Striped, black and purple.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yes, that'll look really good.
I'm excited to use it. Oh, you know what? I don't have a bag tag. I need to get a bag tag.
Oh yeah, I grabbed a bag tag. Okay, let me show the ones that I've worked on. So this is the first one I made. This is cork, and I just have these little side connectors here. The other bag I made has different side connectors. So
sorry.
I'll probably have that too. And then I edge painted this one in black.
I love it. Did you get that cork from So Many Creations?
Yes, So Many Creations. And then this one I did one zipper at each end, just so you didn't have the bulk of both zippers at the same side.
That's a good idea.
And I wasn't sure about that. In Nicole's video where she talks about it, she says she puts them both on the same side just because she doesn't want to, you know, have one like this and think it's closed, but it's really open and maybe,
Oh,
you know, something might fall out.
that makes
But I
sense.
guess if you just if you're just careful with it, then it's not too bad.
I do like it with the zippers on the other side because it does create more bulk right here.
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna
other
do
one I made in cork also, and these little side connectors I got from Sewgnar. And yeah, I put both of them on the same side, and this side is definitely bulkier.
yeah, for sure. That's
And I edge painted this one as well.
one day I'm gonna edge paint.
We'll do it. We can do it.
Do it. Kath is gonna teach us, you guys.
All right, and then
Guess I need
today I'm doing cork. So this is cork from So Many Creations.
That's pretty.
And I enlarged this one to, let me see. I think it's 120%, just for reference. This is the original size. And then this is about the enlarged size.
I bet most people will probably like it a little bigger just because everyone has a big phone.
Yeah, because I have an iPhone, I think it's a 14 plus. It's not the giant one, but it's just too,
Yeah, the
a
giant.
little bit. I mean, maybe I could get it to squeeze in there, but I just wanted it a little bigger. So I'm doing 120%. And I edge painted already the zipper opening. So I'm going to edge paint the outside when I'm done. And then I just have plain, this is from My Handmade Space.
It's just gray.
Gray zipper tape. Yep. And then the cork label from Heartwood and Hyde.
That's so pretty. Oh yes, me too. Heartwood and Hyde. You guys order from them if you really want some really cool custom cork labels. I think she does leather too.
Oh yeah.
Or is it? I think she does leather.
I haven't seen leather. I've seen one that's like a faux leather, like a vinyl that looks like leather.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. I feel like I heard Lauren say that she hand dyes leather or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe I'm wrong. But I think so. Oh, thanks.
That's cool.
I don't know what it was, but we just got alike. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Okay.
Oh,
and then I'm going to be doing with mine, I'm going to do a silver chain strap today. And then this is the hardware. It comes in a little bag like this, and I'll pull it out when we get to that part. But I'm going to be edge painting mine, so I'll have to do that before I put the hardware on today. So the hardware will be after the video, and then I'll share photos of the finished bag.
Yay.
So, all right. The one thing I was going to say with the cork is I did it to one of the pieces, and I'm going to do it to the other one. Is before I edge paint, I'll just take my lighter and just go along and singe the ends just lightly to get rid of any little fuzzies that are sticking out from when I cut it. So I'll just do that first.
I do want to cinch my zippers really quick. These are really fraying a lot, actually.
The zippers?
I've done before. Yeah, there's so much. They're kind of actually pulling apart.
Oh. Have you had that's striped zipper tape, right?
Yes.
I saw a picture in one of the groups. Someone had, I think it was striped zipper tape, but it just totally shredded on them after they got it all in the bag. Everything's together, finished, turned it through, and it just shredded.
Yeah, I don't buy that stuff anymore, but I figured since this is like chunky, that maybe it wouldn't be like that. But this is fraying pretty bad.
Yeah.
Really, it doesn't do that
It
same.
could just be from the end, yeah, from the ends, from where you cut it.
Yeah.
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 All right. Cool. Well, first step is we are going to attach the zippers, right? Well, yeah, attach the zippers or put your label on.
Probably put the label on. And Barb says that she does have the leather. And hi from Jamaica. That's cool.
Oh, hey, Cynthia.
This is an unlined bag. Yes. So this is just a raw edge project where you'd use anything that doesn't fray. So like this one, I use like jelly vinyl. So you could use anything on this as long as it doesn't fray. You could put a lining if you wanted to do it, but I think it's fine without it because most materials are like really smooth or like fuzzy feeling in the back. It's totally up to you if you want to add a lining to it, but we're not doing a lining to this.
Yeah. Nicole talked about that too in her video that she has for this pattern. So in case, if anybody's watching, if you don't have the pattern, it's the Double Zip Wristlet from Sewgnar, and it's available on her website. And there is a code in the pattern, in the description, a code to get the pattern for free. So make sure you take advantage of that.
It's really easy too. It's a fun, quick project. I'm just putting double-sided tape on my bag tag, and then I'm also going to go ahead and layer it on the vinyl where we're going to install the zipper. I think that's what Kath is doing as well too.
Yeah, oops. There you go. It's a new bracelet. I just put my hand right through the zipper hole. I'm putting my label right here centered.
Oh yeah.
And this is 1 inch up from the bottom is where I'm putting mine.
I guess I should center this real quick.
And then, yeah, putting the zipper, the double-sided tape along each side of the zipper.
So what millimeter do you use on your machine when you're installing your bag tag?
Okay, so this is a Juki TL2000 QI, and I use a 3.
Okay.
For the stitch length.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use a 3 because that I found with this particular label, I can start in the corner and it ends exactly in the other corner. And I don't have to like do little manual adjustments.
Yeah, that's what I used to use 3, but sometimes I feel like on my other machine doing like a 2.5 does better. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. And I'm gonna leave long tails. Do you leave long tails or do you start and stop when you
Oh no, I leave long tails and bring them out and tie them up. I guess I should turn this down a little bit.
Yeah, tie them from the backside. And I filled my bobbin. I have a fresh bobbin.
I have a fresh bobbin too.
Because I'm so afraid that it's gonna...
Hey Brittany. Hey Karen. Oh yeah,
Hey,
you
Brittany.
transfer vinyl. That's a good idea too.
Oh yeah. I have not tried that yet. All right, so I'm just sewing my label on.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm sewing on an industrial. It's a Sailrite fabricator. I love this machine. Right, Kat? You've got
Yes.
one. Are you enjoying yours?
Yes, I have one too. I feel like I'm just getting comfortable with it.
It took
So
me.
I have mine like just off camera. If I turn a little bit, there's mine right there. I tried to organize a little bit so I could have everything I need right here.
I did the same thing. I wanted to make sure I have everything that I need in arm's reach. for today.
Yeah. And I'm only putting a label on one piece. I'm not adding it to the other side.
Me too.
I mean, I guess you could, because it's kind of the same from either side.
You could put a fun woven label tag in there.
That's true.
It's like at the bottom or the side or something.
Yeah, that's true. That would be really cute, like sticking out of the side. If you weren't going to edge paint, you could put a label.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Like coming out, sticking out from the side right there.
I think that'd be really cute. I don't know why I didn't get one. I think of that before.
All right, I got my label on. And then the zipper, are you doing your label?
Yes. My thread is stuck over here. There we go.
So the zipper, I have double-sided tape on both sides. And then I'm just going to center it over or inside the zipper opening.
Make sure you have your zippers not poking out of the side here. So make sure you have enough to extend your hole there.
I cut my zippers way too long, but I wanted them to be too long first before I sewed them on, and then I'll trim them at the end.
I like mine to be long too for that purpose. What am I going to do with my lighter? I'm probably going to do that a lot. If I put the lighter down and then I don't know where I put it.
Lose stuff. All right, so here's what mine looks like.
Here's my bag tag. That looks pretty. You're ahead of me.
And that's the back. You can see the zipper sticks out on this side, and I'll have to trim that.
Are you using 1/8 inch double-sided tape or are you using 1/4 for your zipper?
1/8 inch.
Do you see this? Oh my gosh. I really have no idea what happened to it. You know how they have the paper on the back? I took the paper off and I think maybe wasn't supposed to be removed.
Yeah, I did. I've done that before where I thought I was pulling off the whole thing, the paper and the sticky, but it was only the paper.
Only the paper.
So then the roll was sticky, and then I just had paper in my hand.
I've done that as well.
Yeah.
I don't really like that wash away double-sided tape from Dritz.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried that.
Such a problem with that. I can never get it off the spool good enough, or is it even called a spool? I don't know, but I can't. Yeah. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Jennifer asked, how do you get the pattern for free? What website? Jennifer, it is from Sewgnar. So it's SEWGNAR.co. And she has it in her PDF patterns where all of her patterns are listed. But in the description, there's a code in that description for that pattern so that you can enter that at checkout and get it for free.
Yes. Okay, so I did mine on the back of my bundle.
Yep. All right, I'm going to sew mine on, and I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm going to leave long tails and pull it through.
I'm going to do the same thing on there.
I'm using, what kind of foot are you using? You just have a walking foot, right?
Yeah, I have my narrow foot on.
Okay. I have a Teflon foot. So it's not as narrow, but it works. And it doesn't stick. Our cork, I usually don't have a problem with it sticking. Vinyl, for sure it will, but I just like using the Teflon foot on the cork just to make sure.
I use the Teflon foot too if I'm on the other machine. But this machine, I don't really change my foot really ever. I just keep it on the narrow foot.
Yeah.
I can get.
This pattern really is so easy and quick to do, and it's so cute.
It is really cute. It's a perfect like night out bag.
Yeah. And you can do it, you know, if you only attached, did you do that on your jelly vinyl one? If you only attached hardware to one side, you can make it as a wristlet.
Yes. I only added just the one side of hardware because I've got like a chain link wristlet coming. So instead of like having, the both hardware for a handbag, you could just make it just a wristlet. And I'm just waiting for it to arrive.
Yeah, that's really cute. Where did you get the chain wristlet from?
On Etsy.
Okay.
I have to I could look it up and send you the link if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because that would be cute to have. Even if you had the full bag hardware. I mean, if you had the hardware on both sides, you could just take the shoulder strap chain off and then attach it to one side.
That's true. You could do that. I love the rainbow acrylic that you got on your Moon River.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. You got that off Etsy?
Yes.
Etsy's such a good place.
They have the company I got it from also has like, I'll have to see if I'll have to see. I think I know where they are. But they also have acrylic that was like a really pretty like iridescent pink and an iridescent blue.
What? I want the pink.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'll find it.
Sew mine on now.
All right, I got my first one sewn on. So there's my stitching.
Well, that looks pretty.
Thank you. I'm going to pull the strings to the back and tie them off. And I'm just using, I have a little straight pin that I'm using to pull up the loops with. I did, for a while, I was using my seam ripper.
Oh.
And I cut the string.
Oh, I like to use these little tweezers. Do you have some of these? I forget where I got them from. But I just use them. They're super sharp.
I have some purple ones that are like needle nose. I'll have to find those too.
I need to change.
So how's your weather in Florida? We had snow last night.
Oh
It didn't stick. It didn't. I mean, it's on the roofs, but I'm over it. I'm over winter.
I'm sure. I know snow. I live in Florida, obviously, so I don't see all that. But I'm sure being in the snow all the time has got to be exhausting.
I grew up in Michigan, and it was terrible. I mean, if you can go outside and play in it, it's great. But if you got to work in it and drive in it, and then it also like it was overcast a lot. I think because you're by the lakes, and so you get a lot of that the cloud cover from the lakes.
Yeah,
it's rough. Tennessee's not so bad. I mean, at least you get most winter days are around 40s or 50s, but you do get some days where it's in the teens or 20s, and
that sounds miserable. Yesterday was like the nicest day that we've had in like 3 weeks. Like yesterday, I think the high was 78
Oh, nice.
and sunny. But then now today it's cold. It's like 50 degrees and really, really windy. So
Oh, wow.
that's cold.
You're in northern Florida, right?
Yeah, I live in Fernandina Beach. I'm like
Okay.
8 miles from the water. And
Oh, nice.
our house is actually a mile away from the marsh. So
Oh, okay.
it's like we get really cold winds over here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're over it, the cold weather.
Yeah. Especially for Florida. I know my in-laws live in southern Florida, and
We're in southern Florida.
It's so cold. It's like 60 degrees.
I like 60 degrees. I love 60s.
Yeah.
And I love 50s as well, but when it's windy, like it is today, it's really like
It feels colder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of hurts.
Yeah. So I have, now that I stitched mine on, you can see on the back side, like I was saying earlier, it's too long. So I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. I don't want to trim it too close to that stitch line because I don't want to have a chance of fraying, but I want to keep it away enough so that it doesn't interfere with this side when I close it. So I'm just going to snip it, and then I'll probably just singe the ends again.
I will need to do that. Have you done the second one already?
No, I'm still on the first one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm slow, you guys. I'm a very slow sewer.
Are you good?
Chain wristlet. I was just reading some of these comments. Oh, Diane, you have a fabricator? Oh, yeah, she says, I love my fabricator. Yes, they're awesome. I love them.
Oh, Diane made the nougat. Her friend picked out the nougat. I love it.
The nougat is such a fun pattern. I love that one.
So that one, if you guys don't know, the little story behind that one is my son went off to college. He's in his second year at university right now. Last year was his first year, and he's my oldest. And I was like, I need something. Not only am I like, traumatized because my kid's going off to college, excited, but scary too.
Yeah.
I wanted something that I could wear around campus when we go visit them, or if we went to any games or anything like that. So it was the nougat. So I wanted like a little thing that I could wear as a sling or around my waist. And so he goes to the University of Tennessee in Chattanooga, and Nougat is the nickname for the city there. So Chattanooga was born.
That's cool. I like that.
All right, there's the back of mine. I trimmed it. Oops, let's see, this way. There we go.
Good.
Move it away from both. It's probably about, I'd say it's a good 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch away.
Yeah, and then there's mine. So we've got this. It looks pretty good.
That's pretty.
I'm using fairy floss on this.
I love fairy floss.
You guys can see that it looks pretty, maybe not, on the purple.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love the fairy floss? I think everyone loves fairy floss.
Right? I think so. How could you not?
Yes. There's somebody who doesn't like purple, and I can't think of who it is, but is it Brittany? Is Brittany the one who doesn't like purple?
Brittany? I mean, she's pink, but
see
if she responds.
I remember someone saying she hated purple or something.
That's funny. Oh, yep.
Wasn't it cute? Thought so. Purple is pretty. I do like pink too.
Yeah. So now for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just on one side, I'm going to put some double-sided tape along the sides and then around the bottom, just on one side. And then I'm going to push it closed like this. You could also, you don't have to use double-sided tape. You could just use clips. But because we're going to be doing the same thing and then attaching these both together, I just find the double-sided tape helps hold it. And then I don't have a bazillion clips to try to work around. The most important thing, though, is to make sure your zipper is right at the top. You don't want it like, you know, to the side a little bit.
It'll look
so that means like I'm going to have to trim probably because I cut mine by hand. So once I get it all together, I might have to do a little trimming on the end.
I'll have to do the same. Are you, since you've made it a little bigger and your zipper a little not as long as this, are you making it to where when you sew it, you're sewing this closed, or are you leaving a gap open?
I'll try to get as close as I can up there.
Because that's what I did with this little guy. Since I had more space, I went and started at the very top. And it still opens just as well.
Oh yeah.
So
I'd say if you're edge painting, you probably want to try and get as close to that top as you can. So it holds it closed.
That's good to know.
Because otherwise you'll have, you know, the little loops of fabric at the top.
Oh yes. We don't want that.
No.
I'm just gonna clip mine together right now.
I'm doing double-sided tape on mine. Every time I use double-sided tape, I think of how yeah. Double-sided tape.
Like, sorry, Beth, I'm using double-sided tape. Do the bottom, just to keep the bottom straight. But I'm not going to do the curve part.
Yeah, I think if I do, so like mine's a little bit, I'll have to trim down here. But it's pretty like,
That looks
I think there's plenty of room for me to be able to sew all the way.
Yeah, I think it is. I love that cork. There's butterflies on it. That's so pretty.
Isn't it so pretty?
I'm gonna have to go see if she's got some in stock. I know she has a ton on back order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go see.
She usually ships pretty quick.
Yeah, the last time when I ordered off of your recommendation, it got here in like 5 days or something. So that looks pretty good. So you want it to be straight as you can, so it's not wonking at the top here.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
I know Kasaya made something from this cork. It was funny because we were at SME. I think it was at Tennessee. At SME in Tennessee. We were there. We were in Jess's booth at the same time. And we were looking at all the fabric. And so I had this fabric. I had the big sheet of it and that I was holding on to. And Kasaya was looking around. She's like, oh my gosh, I love this. She's like, oh, you don't have any more, like, you know, no more big sheets. She only had smaller size sheets. And so I said, here, you can have this one, you know, I'll trade you if you want the bigger one, because I was getting several pieces of cork. So I'm like, that's all right. I won't, you know, I'll trade you. She's like, are you sure? And I said, yeah. So she gives me the smaller one. I give her the larger one. And then she goes and makes this bag. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I give her the larger? I was like, why did I give her the larger? I should have kept it for myself.
Darn.
So go back to Jess and order more. I was like, I love this cork. It's so pretty.
It was so nice of you to do that, though. It's hard to give up fabric when you love it. You're like, nah, I don't know if I want to give this to you. Or sometimes it's hard to cut into it because you're like, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut into this.
I didn't think it'd be a big deal because I was like, oh, it's fine. Like I like it, but I wasn't like, oh my God, this cork, this print. And then after I saw it made up in a bag, I was like, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. All right, I'm starting on my second one. So I just added the double-sided tape around half, and then I put it on my zipper.
I have it on. I just put it on the vinyl. It's a good idea. I'll put the double-sided tape on the bottom edge here. Hello from California. We are making the double zip wristlet from Sewgnar. And it's a free pattern. Where do you get the code for her?
The code is in the description
Okay.
of the pattern listings description. So you got to open the pattern. You might have to like click on it twice. Her website is set up a little differently because I think you can do like a quick view and then you have to click on it.
Yeah.
Again to have it pull it up. But the description, the code is in the description.
It took me a while to find those anchor things on her website.
Oh yeah.
Why can't I find these here?
Yeah.
So I was all over her website trying to find them.
All right, I'm on to sewing the second one.
I am sewing on the zipper.
I was just thinking of a question I was going to ask you, and it, as soon as I thought of it, I lost it.
Disappeared. My kids make fun of me for that. Or you ever enter a room and you're like, oh, I came in here, but I don't remember what I came in here for?
Yes.
I do that.
You just stand around like looking like, what am I doing in here?
That happens more than I want to admit.
Or I'll have like, my sewing room is upstairs. So I'll think, oh, I need that. That's in the sewing room. And I'll run upstairs. And then I'll come in here and I'll see something else and I got to put that away or, you know, you do something and then I do whatever I'm doing. And then I go downstairs and I'm like, dang it. I didn't even get what I went up there for.
You know, I do the same thing. You know what I call that? I call it mom brain.
Yeah. Yep. Evelyn says, I don't see the link. Is it the link for the pattern? Let me see if I can copy the link over here for you guys.
I was going to say we can get it on for you.
Let's see here. Okay. There you go. And then if you pull that up, the code is in the description in there. I mean, even if you don't, I think the pattern's only listed for $1. I knew it was a free pattern and I was too excited to get it because we were talking about doing this and I was like, yes, this is what we're gonna do. And so I grabbed the pattern and I forgot to put the code in.
Oh, I did too.
Oh well.
I bought it because I
That's all
bought
right.
the other one that we're gonna do later
Yeah.
on, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't mind. That's fine.
So guys, we're talking about doing our plan is we would like to do, well, we have several bags patterns that we have as sort of on our wish list of bags to make. So we're going to announce today, we're going to announce the pattern that we're doing next month.
It's a good one.
And we're also doing, we're going to be doing little like giveaways
Yes.
with this. So the plan is what we want you guys to do after you join us, after you make this in our Facebook group, is so there's a Tuesdays with Kath and Jess Facebook group, and there's a photo album for today. It'll say like like episode 1, Double Zip Wristlet. So if you could upload your photos of your Double Zip Wristlets to that photo album, we are going to go through and draw, probably random draw. We haven't really talked about this part. Some lucky maker, whoever submits their photos before our next, I think we'll have to pick a date because we'll probably have to do it before the next live.
For the winner?
Yeah. Is it a week before?
We're gonna announce it in the next video, right?
Yeah, but they need to get their photos in by when?
Oh.
A week before the next video?
Our next live is March 5th, so they need to have them in maybe the day before.
Just before, yeah, before the next live, I'd say.
Yeah.
We'll probably be posting anyways. Hey guys, make sure, today's the deadline. Yeah. Make sure you get your photos in just so you know. Yeah. Anyways, the winner, whoever gets chosen, is going to win a gift card to Sewgnar's website.
Yes.
So then you'll be able to get whatever patterns you would like, or hardware, or get one of her handmade items.
We're still figuring all this stuff out, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's the prize for this one. There's going to be different giveaways for each video. Yes. And then we're also hoping to get some guest makers on as well.
Yes, we're excited. I'm excited. We already have our first one scheduled. So not scheduled, but our first one. She's going to be awesome.
Yes.
We can't tell you. It's a secret. I got this on, and I've tied all of my threads in the back. I was going to say something else. I forgot. See? There we go. Mom brain. Yeah, we have a little group. We just opened it 2 days ago. Well, sometime this week we opened it. So, yeah, it's called Tuesdays with Kath and Jess. We made that. And then also just make sure that you're subscribed to both of our YouTube channels and then also our new Instagram page as well. We also have an Instagram account. It's also called Tuesdays with Kath and Jess. We made that.
Yeah. And we'll make sure that we post all the reminders and stuff. Like, you guys don't forget to, make sure you're subscribed and whatever, and submit your photos by this date and all that stuff. So you guys make sure you get all the stuff.
Yes.
Okay. I have both of mine sewn together.
Yes. Mine's ready to be put together with the other guy. Okay. Let me see. So I'm going to do what you did and just leave. I'm going to have the zippers opening on opposite sides.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So once you get your two sewn together, whichever way you want your zippers to go, either same side or opposite sides, you're going to line them up and clip them all the way around.
You could use double-sided tape if you want, but I'm a clipper.
Yeah, I'm clipping this one.
This is thick.
Especially after the jelly vinyl. The jelly vinyl is so thin.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of nervous about it with the hardware, but I was like, well, it's going to clamp down, so it should be okay. And it was fine. I just thought it might be too thin for the hardware, but it worked out.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. So this pattern comes with SVG files also.
Where?
Did you know that?
No, I went on her website looking for the SVG because I was like, man, this would be a lot better if I could print it off the Cricut, but I didn't find it.
Did it download with the pattern?
No, all I got was the just the pattern piece. That was
I know she has SVGs because she talked about it in her video.
What? Oh my
goodness. That would be easy. Wow. And there's two options. I don't know if you guys know this. If you got the pattern or if you just looked at it, you probably know. But there's two versions. So there's one with the rounded corners, and then there's one that has just an angled corner. I'm doing obviously the rounded corner.
Same here. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. That's so.
That is really pretty. I like the shine. So yeah, if you did the SVGs, you probably wouldn't have to worry about trimming at all. But I am going to have to trim.
I will be.
I yanked at mine, so I'm definitely going to have to trim.
I will as well. Are you doing a 1/4 inch from the edge, or do you do an 1/8 of an inch?
I'm probably going to do a 1/4 inch just because I have to trim it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
If it was perfect, if I use the SVGs, then I didn't have to trim, I would do the 1/8 inch.
Yeah, mine's definitely not perfect. So.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're sewing this down all together, and mine's really thick because I'm using vinyl, but just remember what your machine can handle before you choose your material and cut that out.
And then if you can't get, like if you can't get all the way up here, it's okay if you start down here. Because the only difference is that might just give you a little bit extra space when you want to open up for the inside pocket. But you're going to have your hardware here, and it's not going to change the function of the bag, if you don't stitch all the way up to the top.
Are you making that a handbag or a wristlet?
A handbag.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same. Again, I'm just waiting for straps to arrive. So I'm just sewing this from the top edge, from the other top edge.
Yeah. All the way around. Yeah, one top edge all the way around. And I'm going to start and stop on this at the beginning and end.
Oh, me too. Not pulling them through.
Yeah. And then I always try and squish the ends down when I get to them.
Oh, you do?
Smash it down.
Oh, yeah.
So it's easier for the needle to go over.
That's a good idea to smash. Oh, this vinyl is kind of stretching.
Is it?
Oh, that's That's a bummer. It's my first time using this. I've used like the accent pieces for the prism shipped on your pattern, the Moon River, and it didn't have me stretching, but this one, well, I also did I think I did interface it, but I obviously didn't interface this, so it is stretching a little.
I'm just going in here and I'm getting the top again a little bit. Just to reinforce it.
Yes.
I'm half expecting my dog to come up here and stare at me at some point.
My dog is sleeping right here next to me. I don't know if you guys can hear her snoring, but she's always snoring in my office. There.
All right. Here's mine sewn together. The center pocket.
That's pretty.
And my phone easily fits. Yay.
Yeah, pretty. Oh, and then there's this one. That looks really pretty.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like this is a good size too. This is 120% again.
I wonder how big that is compared to this one.
Side lengthwise?
Yeah.
The measurements. Let's see here.
I'll have to trim definitely this one.
It's about 9 3/4 wide.
Oh. Okay, well mine's only a 1/4 inch bigger.
By like 6.
Okay.
6 this way. 9 3/4 that way.
That looks good. Looks pretty. I love that.
All right, I'm going to trim mine.
I'm
going to edge paint mine, so I'm not going to put the hardware on today. Well, not right now, not in the video anyway, because I'll have to wait for the edge paint to dry.
Yeah. I'll probably wait for my hardware just because did I order? I'm waiting for the black hardware to come.
Oh, yeah.
I ordered it off of Amazon because she didn't have any black. So I just have orders, just waiting for them to get here.
And then they all come the same day. The Amazon guy has to have a dolly coming up to your house. You're like.
And my husband's like, what is all of this?
Like, nothing. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you for joining the group, Linda. We'll check that. And then, in Tampa. I've only been there a handful of times. Oh yes, Jessica, Grace, and Bacon. I'm sure everybody always asks me what's the Grace and Bacon. I guess I could tell you here, but this is really just about my kids. I have 2 girls, and my oldest daughter's middle name is Grace, so I use Grace, and then my youngest child, since she was an infant, my husband, so her name is Reagan, so my husband made up a nickname and called her Regs and Bacon, like eggs and bacon. So it's just something that has stuck in our family forever. And when she was old enough to tell people what her name was, she would say, my name is Reagan Bacon. So that's where the Reagan Bacon comes from. It's not from a pig or anything like that. I know people ask me, do you have a pet pig? Or no, it's just.
Or you just really like bacon.
And she's still, to this day, we still call her Reagan Bacon. So
that's cute.
So that's what that's from. So
I like that.
So.
All right. So the hardware that I'm using, let me just show you that. I got from Sewgnar also. and it comes with, so it comes with there's different finishes, but there's a piece that looks like this.
Yeah.
And then it's got the D-ring. These are 1/2-inch D-rings. And you'll put that on and then kind of push this. It's pretty stiff metal.
Yeah. Make sure you put your D-ring in.
Yeah, make sure you put your D-ring in first. If anybody has an easier way to do this, I'll bend it against the table.
Maybe one of the clamps, maybe?
Yeah, like a plier type thing. Or
yeah.
There. So once you get the D-ring on, and then you will just line it up with the side of your bag.
Yeah.
And push it closed. And then there's a little dot in there where you can mark where you want it to be for your rivet. There's a rivet closure for this. And the rivets are included in the hardware bag also. So I'll do that on both sides.
It's nice like this.
Yeah.
So they install so quickly. I mean, at first I wasn't really sure how to do this, but I was like, this is pretty easy. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
To install.
Once you get the metal bent.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's smaller ones too. These are 1/2-inch ones, but I think there are smaller size, like a 1/4-inch. I feel like I've seen 1/4-inch ones.
Oh, I want some 1/4-inch ones. I think that would be useful for all kinds of other things.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep.
It's pretty.
All right. And then this, as you can see, here, let me close that. See the top where it's got those two little openings, those two little loops?
Yes.
Here on the cork. So I might try and take this on the fabricator and sew up to the top just to help hold that closed. But what I've done, like what I did with this one, to get it, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, they're
pretty
kind of
flat. But I didn't sew all the way. Yeah, I didn't sew all the way to the top on this one. But when I was doing the edge painting, I took a clip after I put the edge paint there. I just took a clip right at the top and just clipped it.
Oh,
like that to hold it closed while the paint was drying, and then the paint holds it once you get all those. So that's what I do if I don't, or if I can't get all the way to the top.
That's a good idea.
Otherwise you'll have, edge paint little loop.
That's a good idea to push it together.
Yeah. And then for the edge painting, I have the Giardini. So this is the protecting gloss. They also have a base coat. I know Mojo Sews has a base coat. Definitely, if you're going to do edge painting, do the base coat. It makes all the difference, because otherwise the paint it'll just soak into the fabric, into the cork or into the vinyl, and then it's like the edge coat kind of seals it first and like prepares it for the or the base coat. I mean, it'll prepare it for the paint, and then you'll have to do. I got these from Amazon. I know Giardini also has a ton of colors, but this is Angelus.
Oh yeah,
Elus.
I ordered the whole box.
Yeah,
sent me. Sorry if you hear my husband in the background coughing. We have sick family members in the house. Sorry. That's why I was looking like that, because sometimes he's really loud. So
my husband, when he sneezes too, he's like, "Got you!" And we're like, "Oh my gosh!" If you're not ready, you're like, "Huh."
Yes.
That's funny.
Oh, thank you.
So do you want to announce what we're going to make on March 5th? If you guys want to get the pattern and join us for March 5th, that would be awesome. We would love that.
Yes, please. March 5th. And we're going to be doing the Teresita train case from Ora Rosa Patterns.
Yes.
So excited to do that one. I've been waiting to do it.
Yeah, me too. So. Yep. Yeah, Alexis is awesome, and her patterns are really cool. So I'm excited to do that one.
They're always fun to do. I love her Catalina too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, hello from California.
Hey, Laura. Thank you so much. And then if you guys have anything that you want to see us make up, if you have patterns like, oh, I would really love to see that one made, or let's sew that one up sometime, let us know. Send us a message or drop it in the comments or something, and we'll try and see if we can fit it in.
And if it's a pattern that might take a really long time, we may be able to do half and then do half the following week or something like that, just because we really only have like a small 3-hour-ish window for Tuesday mornings. So just keep that in mind too, that we may have to have 2 videos to complete one of the bags.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep it within the 3 hours max, but sometimes we might have to we might have to go over. Cool. Is that it? Are there any questions?
Yes, we'll post the pattern link on the Facebook page, and then we'll also keep reminding, make sure to put in your pictures if you want to be in the giveaway, and then we'll also keep links for our YouTube channels as well, and any updates that we have. So make sure you hit the follow button on Instagram, because we'll be on there active as well.
Yep, sounds good.
Yes. Well,
hey, thanks, Peg. She said, great video, Kath and Jess.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys were here for this. Our first one, it turned out well.
Yeah, it worked. We can hear. We got it to work. We're both on screen.
It wasn't that bad. It was scary at first because I think your screen looked completely different from my screen. So my mind was like, "Oh my God, I'm not going to figure this out." But
I know. Yeah. But we did it. We got our first one done. All right, cool. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you, guys.
We'll see you on socials, and we'll see you next month.
Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.